Shadow Tactics is a top-down stealth puzzle game set during Japan's Edo period. While labeled an RTS, I think it's important to call this game what it is, a puzzle game. This isn't a game where you're commanding units like Total War or a game like Civilization. I'm just pointing that out for anybody who might think this game is similar to them just because of the tags. Anyway, the game boasts a great amount of flexibility and diversity in the way you can approach its many puzzles. While a stealth game, there's a variety of gameplay you can experiment with. That's because you'll be in charge of 5 different characters with radically different skill sets. You'll have control over a ninja, a samurai, a sharpshooter, and 2 more stealth characters I can't really explain in a single word. The point is that you have a variety of options for stealth in this game rather than having to rely solely on sticking to the shadows or going unnoticed the entire playthrough. You can snipe distant units, take out large groups with your samurai or grenade them, sneak around in plain sight like an Assassin's Creed character, and much more. Not only this, but the game has a few environmental mechanics like night missions where you can sneak very close to enemies as long as you're not in light, or missions in the snow where your footsteps can give you away long after you've passed through an area, and even combinations of them both. As far as puzzles themselves go, the game offers many solutions to its problems. That being said, the game can be very difficult at first, and you're going to struggle to get through it the first time using all your tools and tricks at your disposal. Sometimes, missions are seemingly impossible. There are many times I simply spend a few minutes staring at the screen thinking, there's literally no way to get past this. Nonetheless, I would pass it sooner or later after realizing there's a mechanic I'm forgetting or a way I can get through something that I'm simply not thinking of. I emphasize thinking because I know if I pass these challenges by noticing some environmental hazard or gimmick that the level has that I didn't see before, the game would never feel satisfying. But I never felt cheated by the puzzle. Everything I got through was because I figured something out. So you feel rewarded when you figure out these seemingly impossible challenges by changing your approach or thinking. Essentially, I'm saying the game follows the tenets of what makes a good puzzle game. The game gets even more rewarding later if you force yourself to go for extra challenges, like going through the level without killing every enemy on the level, using different pathways, not using certain moves or characters, and other achievements you can go for. Overall, if you're interested in real-time top-down puzzle games, this is something you should check out. A few critiques to watch out for though. The game is top-down but from an angle, and is built to be rotated at any angle. This is great for a variety of reasons, but one major drawback is that I often found myself making moves and getting spotted from some soldier that is tucked into or under an object that I simply couldn't see before. Also, the game can be quite finicky about how consistent moves and abilities will work, due mostly to range or timing. Because the game isn't on a tile system or anything, this is understandable, but also kind of annoying. Both of these things sadly have to be compensated by the quick save system. You can save at any point in the mission and reload instantly. You'll probably be spamming this a lot because of these 2 issues. But the quick save system also allows for rapid experimentation, which is essential in a puzzle game. I'd hate to have to trudge through these same motions again and again just to get to where I was before to experiment with how to move forward. Overall, these issues don't feel too bad, or at least not so bad as to ruin my experience with the game. One last thing. Shout out to LucklessLovelocks for giving me this game for free during one of his giveaways. He's a chill variety streamer whose stream is based mostly around conversation with his community. He often plays not only larger titles like Persona 5, the Soulsborne games, and recently The Witcher 3, but also indie titles, most notably the games that appear in the monthly Humble Bundles. If that seems interesting to you, feel free to go check him out. I'll have a link in the description down below.